Hey, what's up, gang? We're out here just one west of Brown's Camp, and I just picked this site. I reconstructed the fire pit. Here's the bike, 2025 Honda XR650L. Pretty much stock. I changed the gearing. I added a rack. I added this fender brace with the bag relocation. Headlight. This is like my first time camping out here by myself with the motorcycle. So it's the Haven hammock tent. It's the XL version. Sleeping bag. I got pillow, clothes, battery for my phone. There's my water. I mounted this Harbor Freight Apache case to my rack today, and I have some basic tools in there. My hot dog's in there. So I got my lighter and stuff, so hopefully I didn't bring any wood, but there's some random wood around, and then there's a couple campsites down there that look like someone left some wood. So yeah, I'm gonna check it back in with you when I get set up a little bit. All right, gang, I'm about halfway done setting up my tent. I'm gonna show you the pump setup I made, because I'm not gonna pump it up with the bag. So I have this 12-volt pump, cheap one. It comes with on and off switch and a barrel connector. So what I did this morning was I hooked up my battery tender cable, and I just stuck it out right here. Cut the connector off of the barrel connector, and I hillbilly soldered the wires together, and on this end is the battery tender. So I'm gonna connect to the pump and hook it up right here. So I got these poles in. I'm pretty sure my head's supposed to go here because of the strap. You can kind of make it higher. As far as the height, I think I'm a little low to the ground, but honestly, the straps are pretty long, and I'm already cinched up all the way. I tried going higher up on the tree. I think the only thing I can do to make this better would be maybe go this back tree a little bit further, but I think this is going to be okay for my first time using it. I might try going up a little bit higher on the tree, but that's pretty much all I can do. Bike's looking great. It rode up here like a champ. The only thing I'd say is I've never really rode with a load on it. So I would say with all this gear, I noticed the bike got a little bit warm hauling up the trail, but it's pretty good for an air-cooled bike. So yeah, I'm gonna finish setting up my Haven tent here, and then I'm gonna walk around the campsite, see if I can find any cool garbage. I saw this orange thing. There's like an orange thing. I'm gonna figure out what that is, and then I'm probably gonna head down to this camp and grab whatever wood I can forge, and then I'm gonna whittle me a hot dog stick, and then yeah, we're out here camping, so yeah. All right, gang, here's what we got going on. So I just finished filling up the blow up sleeping pad. I let the bike idle while I was using the battery. I got to figure out what to do here. I don't really know. I don't know if I'm going to set up the rain fly or not, because it's definitely not going to rain. But I might enjoy the privacy. I'm not sure. The tent seems pretty easy to set up. I'm not really known to be setting up tents, so it went pretty good. I think now that the mattress is inflated, the height off the ground is a little bit better. 3 feet maybe. So what's up, gang? I just got back from a ride. It took me about an hour and a half. I rode about 12 miles and I laid it down 3 times. 2 on the left side, 1 on the right side. You know, that's just what it is. It's gonna get scratched up. It's gonna get laid down. It's an adventure bike. It's a dual sport bike. It's essentially a heavy ass dirt bike, I will say. I'm really glad I geared it down. I rode down some single track trails and basically I was in first gear the whole time, modulating my clutch, so it went pretty good. There's a spider right here. Looks like he tagged along. I don't know what he's doing. Might be injured. He might have something to eat. And maybe he's eating one of the bugs off of my guard here. There's lots of bugs on the bike, so maybe he's having a taste of my bugs. Here's all the stuff I'm not using from the tent. The rain fly I'm not going to use. I'm pretty sure this paracord is for the rain fly. These are the straps I used. Some stakes I don't need. Yeah, I was kind of wondering what this strap goes to. There's nothing in these instructions, so I don't know. But yeah, I got the bed all set up. It looks like someone made a poop spot right here, but I'm probably not going to use that one. It's too close to camp. I walked around a little bit. There's a blanket here, just in case, and a box spring. So, you know, if I'm desperate, kind of want to know what that yellow thing is. Let's check out this orange thing real quick. I saw it earlier. So, oh, it looks like a bottle of antifreeze. So it's antifreeze. There's some bread or maybe hot dog buns. And down there, there's a jug of Sunny D. I could go for some Sunny D right now. Do we got any? No coolant at all. There's a clay for a shotgun. Random tree cut down. Maybe someone made a little hiking path through here. Yeah, so my plan was to make a fire, but I went down to the entrance and there's a big old smoky bear telling me I can't. So that kind of sucks, because I made this little fire and I even made a little hot dog stick, but you know, I did haul that log all the way up here by foot. I'm gonna walk down here. It's so pretty out. Anyways, I rode for an hour and a half, and it's 7:30 at night, and it's still freaking light out. So it's gonna be a long night. Probably could have showed up an hour or two later, but I didn't know how long that tent was gonna take, and I didn't know how much riding I was gonna do. Honestly, I'm pretty pooped from hauling that log up here, setting up camp, and then that 12-mile ride kind of wore me out with the single track. So I guess I'm gonna eat my hot dogs cold tonight, because no fire, no condiments, no bun, just pure beef. I honestly don't know if I'm gonna stay here all night, because my attention span might not let me. I might get super bored with no fire to entertain me. I wanted to check this out because someone looked like they dropped a big brush pile right here. And just wanted to see what it looked like. There's some flowers for the girls. Here's a bee doing its thing. Yeah, but this brush pile I saw earlier when I was getting that stump. Looks like someone left a tarp with it too. They probably just unloaded their truck. It's probably not great, you know. Big pile of dry sticks. Looks like there's some fencing in there too. Some steel wire fencing. Yeah. Nice pallet. Some honey jack. Honey jack down there. At the other campsite where I got that log from. Pretty sure I found a bottle of vodka, but I didn't really look at it. This must be the poop trail. Pretty big site. I wonder how many people could fit here realistically, like 8 maybe. Yeah, so I'm gonna go back up, sit on my stump, and drink the rest of my water. Honestly, should have brought more water, or like a Gatorade or something. Or hydrated more before I left. So yeah, really nice out, guys. It's not even that hot. It's like maybe 80. Maybe. It's a weird looking bee. He's all upside down in there and oh, he's getting killed by a spider. That's some like white spider. Wow. I wonder if that's like a rare spider, because I don't think I've seen them that white before. So that's not a very good picture. There we go. Poor bee is getting his life drained. That's crazy looking. Okay. Well, hopefully there's no spider like that in my tent. Otherwise, I might wake up Spider-Man. I drove around a bunch, and when I was setting up my camp, I heard gunshots, and it sounded like they came down by the entrance, and I didn't see anybody, so they must have just shot some rounds and left. I did see one person further back, past my camp, and he was driving a red Chevy, so he looked pretty jealous of my bike. So if I hear anything sketchy tonight, probably just gonna dip out. I didn't bring my gun. That's like the one thing I forgot. Next time, I'm bringing more water, and I'm bringing my gun. All right, well, I'll give you an update later. Maybe when I'm eating my hot dogs. All right, peace out, gang. Sup, gang. You know, I walked around a little bit. Looked at my tent thing. I might try to see if I can prop up the roof a little bit more. I'm on my second hot dog. Cold dog. No fire here. Just like a fire restriction or something, so I'm gonna respect our woods, and hopefully they respect me back. So yeah, I'm basically just gonna eat this hot dog. I guess I'll walk around one more time, try to find some pictures to take. I know there's a cool site just down there overlooking the hillside, so I'll show you that. That's my watch. It's 8 o'clock now. It's still bright out. The sun's not even, it's completely daylight out here. So next time I'm going camping, oh god, the indigestion's starting already. So basically next time I'm going camping out here, I'm gonna be going like 3 hours later than when I left today. I'm honestly surprised I didn't see more people out in my hour and a half ride. I only saw like one dude. Maybe because you're not allowed to have fire and it's super lame. Yeah. I do have 1 bar of service, so I was able to send a text message to my family. I sent them my coordinates so they know where I ended up. I tried using the satellite mode on my phone, and it acquired the satellite, but it failed to send a message, but maybe I didn't give it enough time. It's only my second time using it. Instead of just being bored out here and maybe talking to myself, I'll just try to sit and contemplate. Maybe I'll listen for the birds and try to be present in the moment. Yeah, I don't know if I'm actually going to stay here tonight. I'm super bored already, and I didn't bring my PSP or anything, so I can listen to music. I got my headphones, so I might listen to music, but yeah, I'm just chilling. I'll give it another hour or so before I decide what I'm doing. For now, I'm just gonna eat this hot dog. Yeah, I'm gonna eat the hot dog and walk around a little bit, and I'm gonna dismember this fire so it's not tempting anyone else. Because if someone comes up here and starts to force fire, it's pretty close off the highway, so I imagine they can handle it pretty easily. But yeah, super shitty. And this year's been real dry, so it hardly even rained. It didn't snow at all. Spring's been dry, so yeah. I wish I did bring my gun so I could shoot something like a target. Yeah, you know, just a little bit more foresight. Oh, here we go. Looks like this campsite had a bottle of Crown at some point. I'm pretty sure that's the lid for a bottle of Crown Royal. Yeah, I was gonna stop at the liquor store. I saw one when I went to buy the hot dogs, but I'm really against drinking and then riding it all. So even like if it's the next day, I don't think it's a very good idea. Yeah, so I'll check in later when I decide what I'm doing. Just finished that hot dog, second hot dog, and I saw some dude in a Toyota Tacoma roll up, so hopefully he's chill, or maybe he'll just leave. Like I said, I didn't bring any weapons, so I'm kind of out here with my survival knife, and that's not gonna do me good, so yeah, we'll see. The cold hot dogs aren't that good, especially with nothing on them. I was thinking about just having a fire just for the hot dogs, but it seems super irresponsible. Smokey the Bear said no, so I say no. Maybe I just don't know. Maybe it's okay sometimes, but there was a big sign that said fire restricted area, so yeah. Hey gang, I'm testing out the tent. It's pretty comfortable. I've never even slept in a normal hammock before because they look so uncomfortable, but everyone online says this is like the best kind of hammock for a bigger guy. So, you know, I'm 260 and 5'11", so pretty big guy. Fits me pretty perfectly. I wouldn't want it to be any smaller. I sat on the edge of it like a bench, and I took off my pants, and it feels super good to get my riding pants off and my boots. Kind of sitting in my boxers, and it feels good. I got the net open right now, but I'm probably gonna close it because there's bugs. Kind of want to know how far off the ground I am, because when I sat down it did definitely sink a little bit. But yeah, I'm super comfortable right now just sitting on top of my sleeping bag. I'm probably supposed to set this up a little bit better, but I just don't know how. I think the instructions were pretty bad. I probably could have watched a little bit more videos on the topic of the Haven tent. But yeah, so far so good. It could be worse. It's only 8:21. The guy never pulled around again, so I think he's down there at the end. It makes me even more cautious to stay here, but because I think he was just a single dude by himself. But maybe he's got a kid with him or something, it is Father's Day this Sunday. That's why I came down on Friday late afternoon. I'm planning on coming back before noon tomorrow, but at this rate, I'm super bored. I'm just going to relax for a little bit and see where it goes from there. But if I continue being bored, I'll probably just dip out, because I don't know. I am pretty tired though, so I might need to recuperate. What up, gang? Still no sight. Or I can't even hear the guy that moved in earlier. It's probably 2 spots down the road. Dead ends, so there's nowhere for him to go. It's 9:30 at night right now. Honestly, just been laying down thinking for the last hour and a half. Came down here to, looks like some fog rolled in or something, so I wanted to check it out. It's super cold right now. Glad I brought sweatpants. I was laying in the sleeping bag in my underwear, and it wasn't it was like barely warm enough. But I got my sweatpants on now, so I think I should be okay through the night. Looks like someone's having a fire down there. I don't know. Is that a fire or is that just some lights? On my camera, it looks like more than one thing, so it might just be some lights way out there. I heard some people riding earlier. I thought it was very quiet. It's not as foggy. I mean, I guess it just looks foggy. It has a low render distance out here. I don't know what the deal with that is. Maybe some sort of wildfire smoke. I don't know. Or maybe just fog because I'm up in elevation. I'm pretty inexperienced when it comes to camping out in the mountains. I don't really feel super safe, but it's also been just hella quiet. I've only seen 2 people, and one of them's 2 spots down from me. He looked like a friendly guy, though. I saw him a little bit through his windshield, but he kind of stopped and looked at me when I was mid-bite through a hot dog, so it was a little awkward. I wonder if this is some sort of anthill, or is it just dry? And it's got, that's not a hole. Maybe it's a collapsed hole. There's a bunch of little holes too. Maybe it's an anthill. Maybe it's a snake hill. Maybe it's a huge hornet's nest. I don't know. There's a newspaper. Probably someone using that as fire starter. It's one thing to ride down these roads on a motorcycle, and another thing to walk through them. I mean, compared to a car, a motorcycle is way more freeing and outdoors. But if you just stop and go on a hike in the woods, it's even slower than that. So I don't know. It's getting quite dark though. Coming at the point where, do I stay? Do I go? I guess I have to stay. Render distance is hella low. I wonder what this signs. Timber sale boundary. Oh, can't go through there. Those trees are for sale. There's another one. There's another one right there. Yeah. Super pretty out. Get my face out of here. Let's check out how bright the headlight is from, I believe it's J&S Engineering. Costs about $140, I think, or like $139. But I haven't really tested it at night, and I also haven't really don't know if it's aimed good or not. So I mean, earlier when I was in the single track, it was dark enough where I could see the headlight on the ground, and I thought it was aimed pretty good at the ground for the trail riding. But let's see how good it is now that it's a little bit darker out. It is a downhill slope, kind of where those trees are. So let's just see. So, the pattern is a little weird. It looks like my bag might be in the way. Or maybe my bag is just too tall. Let me take the tool case out and see if the bag is out of the way. I mean, it still goes pretty far, just up close. It's kind of weird. Let me move this tool bag out of here. I mean, it's definitely bright enough in the distance. Maybe I should start the bike up so the battery don't drain. Okay. Just smush the bag down a little bit. Still has a kind of a dead space. It does project pretty far. Let's see what the high beams look like real quick. Oh, that's pretty ideal, I'd say. It's also, the bike's at a little angle here. Let me move my helmet. And I'll sit on the bike. Yeah, I don't know if I can fix that dead space or not. I think the bag is just kind of in the way right there. I mean, that's good. It's just like yeah, it's definitely the bag. I wonder if I scooted the bag up. I can get it slightly closer to the headlight, I think, like a little bit under it maybe. But that high beam is pretty good. It's like a little spotlight in the middle. Let's see if it's brighter when I start the bike up. Oh, choke probably. Yeah, it's pretty good. Is it aimed too high for oncoming traffic? I don't know. Yeah, when I installed it, I just kind of aimed it on my garage and hoped for the best. I have tools with me. I could adjust it and aim it down. It kind of seems to go up a little bit right here. It's kind of hard to tell on camera. Also might just be the trees. I don't know. Yo, what up, gang? It's almost 11. And I guess I'm gonna stay here all night. I'm warm enough now with the sweatpants on. Got my socks on. And my sleeping bag zipped all the way up. Still haven't done anything with the tent. I just kind of sent it. It's all open. The wind is nice. I'm kind of swaying in the breeze. I'm sure I didn't set the tent up right, but it's still pretty comfortable, so we're good. Holding air. I'll have to modify my pump to get the nozzle to fit a little better. it worked out fine, but I kind of had to rig it up. But I'm going to bed, so I'll let you know how it goes in the morning. Yo, what's up, gang? So I just got done staying the night in my Haven tent for the first time trying to moto camp. I say it went pretty good. I don't know how long I would want to stay consecutively in that thing in a day, in a night. How many nights? My shoulders kind of hurt, but it's probably way better than a real hammock would be. I probably could have bumped up the mattress more, and it would have made it a little bit more stable. And when I woke up this morning, I felt even tighter. So at some point in the night, the mattress kind of fell out of the corners, or it lost enough air to that it lost rigidity, and it popped out of the corners, at least on one of them, and it kind of made it taco up a little bit more. So my shoulders are kind of sore. My back's kind of sore. But so far it's a pretty good night. I'd say we go on a little ride and go on this peak right here and try to look at the sun more directly. Hey, what's up, gang? I just got back from a ride, about 1 hour. I went to go see the sunrise, and I ended up on a 11-mile ride, I think. So I laid it down once. I went up a hill climb that I couldn't quite make it up, and laid her down. We got just a bit of damage here. I think this comes off. But yeah, laid her down. Glad I didn't bend any levers or my brake pedal. So yeah, pretty pooped because I had to wrestle it I like turn it around and try to coast it down the hill. So yeah, it was a lot of work. My next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try getting the sleeping bag folded up and not get it dirty. And then I'm gonna deflate the air mattress, and hopefully everything can kind of fit back the way it was, because it was barely fitting on the bike on the way up here. So, you know, I don't want to abandon anything. Everything's brand new. So yeah, get to folding, and then I'm gonna get to packing. And it's 6 in the morning. Well, it's gonna take me about an hour to get home. I'm probably gonna stop and get some food, because I'm not gonna eat the hot dogs because they weren't cold, so they probably have bacteria on them, and I can't cook them over the fire. So if I could cook them over the fire, I'd probably eat one, but I'm probably gonna have to go stop and get some breakfast. I'm probably gonna take a longer way home just so I can utilize more of my day. Probably gonna do some road riding. Yeah. Okay, I'll check in soon. All right, gang, just about packed up. I went easier than I expected. Took me about 50 minutes. So by the time I get out of here and on highway, I think I'm gonna be at 7 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, plan on gonna go grab some food, and yeah, go home. Father's Day is tomorrow, so there's the bike all packed up, and backpack's all packed up. When I was trying to deflate the air mattress, I saw some smoke coming out of the exhaust. So when I tipped it over, I might have got some oil in the cylinder maybe. But we'll burn that out on the highway. I got an extra quart of oil with me, but I don't think I'm going to have to use it. This thing has so much oil capacity, and the dipstick line is like, I don't know, it's like freaking, it's really long. So it has enough oil in it, I'm sure. Yeah, kind of bummed I didn't get a fire, but Smokey the Bear says so, so I say so. I could be wrong, but better safe than sorry. It's really nice out today. It's beautiful out. All right, I'll give you an update.